He's bigger than that. He's better than that. And I'm finally glad that someone's lit a fire up his ass. I can't wait for
Yeah.
this feud. I am so pumped for this feud and eventual match.
Welcome to the Brothers of Destruction podcast, where we break down all the latest WWE action. From epic rivalries to shocking twists, we've got the full breakdown.
Yes, people, welcome to another special edition of the Brothers of Destruction podcast, because every episode is special. Your host, you got PrimeTime, you got my brother Flace. We're going to look at the fallout from SummerSlam, a very memorable SummerSlam. We're going to look at Raw this past Monday night. Before we get into a review on Raw, we've got a few returns there as well and a brutal match at the end. Before we get into that though, guys, it has been announced on the Pat McAfee show that Brock Lesnar appeared on. He came on and he has officially retired from professional wrestling. So Tuesday on the Pat McAfee show, we've officially seen the end of the career of the beast incarnate, the greatest combat athlete in sports entertainment, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, listen,
I know you gutted.
Yeah, listen, one of my goats. He's been one of my goats for a long time. Not unexpected, to be fair. Not unexpected. Although one or two people still say they think it's a work, but I don't. I think he's done. Not unexpected. But yeah, look, all I can say is happy retirement. I didn't think this day would come for now because he's still got a lot left in the tank. Physically, he looks as good as he ever had in the ring, shape-wise. So I do think he's got a few more years left in him. But when he's taking these bumps, I'm not the one feeling it. It's him. So as great a shape he looks in, as much as he can dish it out, you know, when he's taking these bumps, maybe it's just have more of an effect on him now than it did 5-10 years ago. And he's thinking, you know what? I've still got children, and has he got a grandchild or step-grandchild, I think it's Sable, and he wants to play with them, he wants to spend time on the farm. So now listen, good luck to Brock Lesnar. Happy retirement.
Good luck to Brock. And as I say, you never know with all the obviously he's not just wrestling as well, he's competing in UFC, tried out for NFL as well, he's traveled all over, he's had illnesses, injuries in there, so
yeah, he's had a long career. He's had a long old career.
He's had a long career. Shout out Brock Lesnar, the forever the beast. We will be doing a special episode on that, focused on Brock Lesnar. So stay tuned for that, guys. At some point, we'll be getting into that. For now, though, we will be looking at Raw this past week and quite a bit of a fallout from it. So starting off the show, your World Heavyweight Champion and still World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns came out, and LA Knight came out and interrupted him following a win 6-man tag at SummerSlam as well. And I have to say, I did enjoy this back and forth between them as well. Like LA Knight has been doing some of his best work the last few months on the mic.
Yeah,
some of his best promos.
You know, I've never really been a huge LA Knight fan, but his work recently, particularly on the mic, he's always been good on the mic, but recently I think he's almost gone up a notch. I thought on the mic he took it to Reigns. I thought he got the better of Reigns on the mic. To be fair, I thought he got the better of him. I quite enjoyed the back and forth, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it. And again, it's different. It's not the same sort of Reigns against Seth or Reigns against Cody or Reigns against Punk, or it's a fresh face or a bloodline storyline. It's a fresh face, potential new challenger. I enjoyed it.
It's fresh, yeah. Even though they have faced each other before.
They did 3 years ago? 24, wasn't it? 2 years ago?
3 years ago, like a mini feud. Mini feud, and then.
But it's still quite fresh. It was a while ago. It's still quite fresh, and I'm sure when they do tangle, it'll be one-on-one. I don't think there's going to be interference. He really told the bloodline, "Don't touch him."
Right.
So I think it'll be different to how it was when they fought a couple of years back.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think it'll be a good challenge for Reigns as well. Like I think it'll be a good feud on the mic as well, and people will get behind LA Knight to maybe finally win the big one. Whether he does or not, I'm not too sure. I don't know if he will.
I don't think he will, but it'll be a great opportunity for him to show that he belongs at that level. I don't think he's going to win the title. Actually, I'm quite certain he's not going to win the title. But what he can do is prove he belongs at that level, and he'll almost sort of be a consistent feature around that main event level over the next year, 18 months.
I mean, it's not like he hasn't been in a good spot these last couple of months since he took that break and come back. He has been in a good spot. He's always on the mic every week on Raw. He's always got mic time, screen time, continuously wrestling. So he's in a good spot, So you know what I mean. So it's not like they're not doing anything with him. He's in a good spot. But yeah, as you say, if he performs well, I think he could maybe even, dare I say, change their minds on him.
It's going to be hard.
I don't think WWE always sticks to it.
It's going to be hard to change their minds on him. But yeah, he's got the opportunity to do that. He's got the opportunity to do that, no doubt.
Yeah. Even if he performs well against Reigns and Reigns, goes back for him or whatever,
That's what I was going to say. Because he's going to likely get in the ring with Roman Reigns. Depending how he performs, again, depending how he does against him in promos, and he started off well, Reigns will go backstage, I'm sure, and say, actually, this guy can hang with us.
Yeah.
This guy can hang with the likes of me and Seth and Cody and Punk, etc. So, yeah, he's got an opportunity now. And I suppose he deserves an opportunity. I've never been a huge LA Knight fan, but he's been crying out for an opportunity now. I know a lot of his fans, including yourself, been crying out for him to get an opportunity.
He's over as anything, what I mean?
Yeah, he's got the charisma, he can cut a promo. This is a chance now to show us and to prove people like me wrong.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if he'll be Roman Reigns' next challenger. We'll get into that at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that, guys. But we'll get into it. Javon Evans beat Ethan Page on Raw in a good match, very good match. But at the end of it was the talking point. We saw the return of Big Cass, and I didn't know he'd be coming back face or heel. To be fair, I didn't even think, but looks like he's come back as a heel. He's come back with a point to prove, taking out Javon Evans. And, he's in great shape right now. Like, especially compared to when he left years ago.
He's in better shape now.
In tip-top shape, man.
Yeah. He's in aesthetically, anyway, he's in better shape now than he was when he left.
Definitely.
I'm quite intrigued. No disrespect to Baron Corbin, but I'm way more intrigued about this return than it was about Baron Corbin, if I'm honest. I'm quite intrigued. I'm surprised he's gone after Javon Evans. I don't know if it's to test Javon Evans against like a big, strong, powerful. Because again, I think Big Cass is different to what Javon Evans is used to being in the ring with. Javon Evans doesn't really.
Rusev's big, but Big Cass is 7
He's a monster. He's a genuine monster. Yeah. So he's different to what Javon Evans used to be. So from Javon Evans' point of view, actually, that would be a good, different test. From Big Cass, I don't know why you would target Javon Evans. Is it a one-off and then he's going to go after someone else next week? Or is it the start of the feud? Only time will tell. But if this is the start of a feud, let's see what happens, to be honest. Let's see what happens.
He's gone off to Javon because, he's a big face, getting popular and all that stuff. But I think with Big Cass, I think Big Cass is partly, not even just kayfabe, but just with the guy personally, he might feel like he has a bit of a point to prove, Like, if you think about it, 8 years been away from WWE, so 8 years, and I felt like he was always one of those where it's a bit of a what if. Like particularly when he was with Enzo Amore, they were like a what if.
And maybe he sees Javon Evans sort of almost on the trajectory he was on, and he's thinking, "Oh, you've got the spot I should have had." And no, I'm coming back for that. But so maybe that's the angle they're going to come from. But again, this is different. It was odd. I thought there's a load of people who could have come back for rather than Javon Evans. So it was odd, but actually it's different.
Well, he did say it was nothing personal.
He did come out and say that. So that's what I'm saying. Is he going to go after someone else next week then? Maybe he's going to attack. Yeah, maybe it's not personal. Maybe he's going to attack someone else next week. I don't know. But if this is the start of a feud, actually it's different. So let's see what happens.
See what happens. I'm intrigued by it, though. As you say, you're intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by it. It's been a long time. He's did stuff in AEW as well, so it looked like he had a decent run doing AEW. Back in WWE now, so we'll see what Big Cass brings to the table, you know, and maybe even somewhere down the line there's another return. Someone who used to be associated with him.
I
Could be
hope
that,
so,
or maybe
actually.
they're just
Yeah,
looking at him
yeah.
on his own
I think
individually
most of
now.
us want the return of Enzo Amore as well.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. But whilst we're on the subject of returns, we've had 2 more, which was a surprise as well. Liv Morgan came out to celebrate. They took out Sol Ruca, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. Becky Lynch returned. Looks like she's returned as the face now. Crowd getting behind her. She's playing to the crowd a bit. Looks like the man is back as a face. But not just that, Stephanie Fakir is back now. Now, we've been saying for a while, waiting for Stephanie Fakir to come back. Becky Lynch as well has been gone for a while. We've said she's not had many title defenses either, and title reign's been poor. This might be the thing that ignites it and creates that massive interest in it now. And you've got both of them back, Becky and Stephanie.
Yeah, this was, for me, this was one of the biggest things that happened on a stacked Raw, to be honest. Becky, I don't know, is she the female? Is she the female Big Show? Where like the amount of time she's gone from face to heel. But you know what? Big up Becky Lynch.
Oh Jesus!
The return in the women's division of Becky Lynch is gonna light a fire up a few of them. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna end up in a triple threat. Maybe Stephanie and Becky have a one-on-one, number 1 contender. But I'd like to see this end in a triple threat, to be honest. And I think,
it's a triple threat, definitely.
And Stephanie, that pop for Stephanie was mega. She got a bigger pop than Becky.
Yeah, arguably, yeah. She's been away for a few months.
She's been away longer. She's been away longer, but that was a huge
way longer. So yeah. That was. So it's good to see both of them back, really. And I feel like the women's division now is just shot up that much more now that they're back, you know.
It has, because you're missing those two.
You know, obviously no disrespect to Io Sky, but now you've got Becky and definitely freshen it up.
Yeah, trust me, the women's division is stacked. Especially once obviously Rhea returns as well. It's like on both brands, it's stacked.
And you know, you got Chelsea Green as champion on the other side now as well. That'll be interesting to see who comes after her. I think the women's division on both sides is looking very interesting now going forward. So, you know, obviously the talent's always been there, but now let's see what they can do with it now. Like, you know, a few have returned. Let's see how they build it up now.
We need to see Liv in the ring more, competing for a title. The 100 days without a title defense was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
There's no excuses now. Stephanie's back, who I think they were looking to carry on that storyline. So Stephanie's back. You've obviously got Becky there as well. Let's have some bangers.
Create some interest there in it. So next few months. So talking about building up. So obviously, Obafemi's come off beating Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell match. Heyman gives him credit as well. Femi came out and, you know, basically bigged himself up, you know, beat Lesnar and all that. As he's walking to her back now, and we have spoken about this match happening before as well. We've spoken about these two before. Oba says he's the guy that's going to lead the future, the new generation going forward. Crosses past the Braun Breaker, intense stare down, sort of lit a fire on the Braun Breaker. Now, interestingly enough, we've spoken about this as well. Like Braun Breaker's been put to side a bit in division. It seems like it because of Alpha Academy and all that. And we're like, well, what's happened to Braun Breaker's push? But now it looks like maybe just kayfabe in real life, but it looks like it's lit a fire under him. What Obafemi said.
Probably both. And what happened was absolutely perfect. It was perfect. They're on a collision course now. Don't know when it's going to happen. Don't know if it's going to be Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania this year, SummerSlam next year, Mania. We don't know when it's going to happen, but they're on a collision course.
They need to let it build up and simmer.
Yeah, let this out. Been online, a few people say, no, don't wait till another 18 months or 2 years and that. Maybe that's a bit long, but I wouldn't be having it this year. I wouldn't be having it this side of the new year. for me. I wouldn't be having it in 2026. I'd let this build, let this simmer, and I think they are going to be 1 and 2. Let's be honest. In the next 18 months, these are probably going to be 1 and 2 in the company if they're handled correctly and booked correctly. I thought what happened on Monday was perfect. The battle lines have been
set up,
battle lines have been drawn. Oba knows that Bron ain't gonna step aside without a fight. Bron knows that he needs to stop fucking about and get back on cue, and he's probably gonna spear Austin Theory soon. And give him the tag titles and say, right, I'm gonna go and take care of proper business, i.e., go after a world title, go after being number 1 in the company, carrying this company, rather than hanging around with Austin Theory and his girlfriend, carrying around the tag titles. Bron is bigger than that. He's bigger than that. He's better than that. And I'm finally glad that someone's lit a fire up his ass. I can't wait for this feud. I am so pumped for this feud and eventual match.
I'm intrigued by it. Again, I hope it lets simmer. Like, as much as you want to see it, that's why you leave it a little bit longer and you let it simmer, build up more. Like, especially when Oba Femi's just come off a feud with Lesnar as well.
Exactly. And
like, I think you give him a sort of a
Sorry, should I tell you why you can let this simmer a bit? Because they're both young. Oba's 27. Bron is 28, 29, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe 30 at the moment.
But I also think as well, like, he's coming off a big feud with Lesnar. You want it to cool down a little bit as well.
Yeah.
In that sense, cool down a little bit and then build back up.
He doesn't need to go into another feud. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Even if he's beaten up a couple of people for now, you know what I mean? Like, and then build up again. He's got a big feud, or by that time, then next few months is the Rumble. Maybe he goes and wins it. I think we could be seeing it by that point. Rumble comes around, he's the favorite for it.
Yeah. Listen, I would with Oba, as you said, I won't put him in any hot feuds for now. I'd get him in there with some good workers, because experience is a big thing, especially like if you're going to be the one carrying the company. You're going to be the one that's sort of leading matches. Against Brock Lesnar, you're not leading the match. It's Brock that's leading the match. Let's be real. But when on the big pay-per-views, the big events, if you're going to be the man, you're going to be one sort of leading the matches, especially in match as well. When things may not go according to plan, things might go wrong, and you got to sort of pivot during matches. So I would sort of get Oba in the ring with good workers who can sort of guide him in terms of that experience.
Make him look strong.
Make him look strong, and just sort of almost guide him while wrestling him. So then in a year's time, he can carry matches on big pay-per-views against other big stars.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping, my only worry is I'm hoping that the way Lesnar's matches are styled and structured or whatever, hoping they don't follow too much that same pattern of Oba Femi as well. Just because you have
Oba's a baby, he's 27. Like he can have 25-minute matches.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, you don't want him having just short matches here and that, or dominating people to a point where someone's hitting their finisher 3-4 times on him and he's just getting up. You don't want to see that too much, because then it just makes people's finishers look a bit weak as well.
Yeah, you can't.
You don't want to build them up too strong at the expense of everyone else. So I'm hoping Lesnar, they kind of did that with Lesnar. They did that with a few people. I'm hoping they don't do that with Oba.
They won't. And the crowd, as a face as well, I think the crowd will get bored of that pretty soon as well. If that was the case, the crowd would then turn on him.
I think they want to see some vulnerability of him. Hero's strong. Like Superman, he's strong and he's indestructible. But you still want to see him up against the odds a bit, just so you can get behind him a little bit. Otherwise, there's no point. Oba Femi's just going to batter this guy.
Yeah, he's just going to run through you. 100%.
That's what I mean. So, yeah. I'm excited with the future and development of Oba Femi. And potentially is viewed in future with Bron Breakker.
That's it.
But as we said, we'll let it simmer. We'll let it build up. Bron Breakker said something sly to Paul Heyman as well. So, a bit of tension there. We'll see what this leads to.
This is the start.
Yeah. So, overall, so far, this episode of Raw has been good. It's been good fallout. It's creating a bit of intrigue for future storylines there. Obviously, in the women's division for the women's title. Reigns' next challenger, potentially. This is another feud that might be building up in future as well. There might be more to it after this match here. But we had Royce Keys against Jacob Fatu, two guys considered as brothers, known each other for years. That seems out the window now. Jacob Fatu is staying loyal to the family. You saw that in the street fight here. Pretty brutal. It's a good main event, good street fight. Jacob Fatu ended up getting the win by hitting him with the Simone Death Claw, was it? He does?
Yeah. Death grip.
Take him out. Yeah. Making him bleed as well from the mouth. Like, pretty brutal, and then taking him out with the chair as well. Like, damn, man. So it's weird because you look and you think Jacob Fatu. It's a weird one when you look at it because you think Jacob Fatu, looking at that, he's a heel, but I don't think he's.
It was.
I say with the WWE with some of their characters, they're not. Some of them aren't full-fledged faces or full-fledged heels. I think it's the same with Jacob Fatu, but it's hard not to see it.
Jacob and the Usos. I'd put the Usos in that bracket as well.
What, heels or tweeners?
They're sort of tweeners. I'd argue some of the things they do is more heelish at the moment than face, I think. But let's not forget, Reigns is obviously face, but he came out and he gave his approval to what Jacob did. So that was quite heelish. But I don't.
Even Reigns, he says maybe a tweener. Well, he's face, but he's not changed his character. Not much, anyway.
Yeah, he's calmed down. He's mellowed a bit, but there's not a huge difference. There's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
He has still got that side of it.
Yeah. Jacob Fatu, I wonder if this builds up Royce Keys as well. It does build up an interesting story between them both, I'd say. Like, obviously former brothers Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Solo was going to come out and help Royce Keys, but he wasn't on the show. But so I'm interested if they're just going to keep it to Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu in future.
Which I think they should do.
Comeback.
Yeah.
I think it builds up.
Go on.
Go on.
No, I'm saying, I think with Royce Keys, I don't know. I can't see him getting the better of Jacob in this feud. It puts him in that it puts him in the limelight, feuding with Jacob and the bloodline, etc. But I don't want to see him get dominated every week either by the bloodline because the numbers on their side. So when he does come back, I would like to see him get a proper get back. But I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe Solo does side with him. Maybe Solo Sikoa sides with him against. I mean, if you look at it, it's weird because if you're looking at it, Solo can come back to side with him.
Sorry to cut you off. I don't want Solo involved in the bloodline nonsense. Personally,
I don't know if it would just be forced with that because Solo's said to Royce Keys that they're close as well, or they know each other for a long time.
Yeah, they've known each other a long time. Yeah,
and then you've got LA Knight who's looking to get a title shot against Reigns, so it's kind of like that 6-man tag match at SummerSlam. That rivalry there is still going.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is interesting. But, if they beat the Bloodline 6-man tag, obviously it keeps the feud going, in it. So
what about with you? Where do you think this leads then for Royce Keys, this feud?
Not sure long term. I think he'll get another match against Jacob Fatu or will side against the Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I could potentially see Survivor Series, War Games with the Bloodline again involved.
Yeah, I can see that. But
you got Reigns, Usos, Jacob Fatu. Maybe someone joins along with them. Maybe it's a new member of the Anoa'i family they bring in just for that, and they might face like maybe early to say, because it's still 3 months away. But it could be like an LA Knight in there, Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, maybe one or two others as well.
Yeah,
you never know.
You never know. It's good.
It's still intrigued to see what this leads the whole bloodline.
Speaking of the bloodline, it's good to see Haku back on TV.
That's it. Yeah, we have to give a shout out there because we didn't review SmackDown. Haku's back on TV.
It's good to see.
It looks like he will be managing Tama and Tala Tonga going forward. That might lead to something good for both of them and, gets Haku on TV. Haku, who's notoriously known as one of the most dangerous men in wrestling, but also, a bit of a gentleman as well. But basically, he is also not one to.
Cool. I wonder if he will get involved with the bloodline storyline somehow. or cross paths?
I can see it just a thing with the cross paths backstage or in the ring as a one-off. I don't know if they'll fully get involved.
No, I don't think
it creates intrigue. It's that possibility.
Yeah. I know Rock, who's getting on the years now, but just having his presence there, I think, is quite impactful.
No, yeah, and already it sort of elevates Tam and Tala back up again. After taking 2 losses to Finn Balor, splitting away from Solo, and you thinking, is there going to be anything for them direction-wise? And now they've got it here, so we'll see how that plays out on SmackDown when we do a review on it next episode. We'll see. All exciting news as well. So at the end of this, Raw, Reigns was approached by Rey Mysterio, the GM of AAA, and it sounds like he had a proposition for him. We can now, from that, say and announce it that there is a tournament featuring all the luchadors from Raw, SmackDown, maybe NXT as well, if there's any there, I'm not sure, but AAA as well. All the brands involved in the tournament, and the winner will face Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship September 14th in Mexico City. Pretty big, we're going to see some quality matches on TV in the coming weeks.
Listen,
that's what I'll say.
Incredible idea, incredible concept. September 14th in Mexico City is going to be an incredible event. Whoever came up with this, big up. Because I think this is going to be, it's going to be wicked. The matches we're going to see leading up to September 14th. And then hopefully it's Penta. That's what I've been wanting to see, Penta against Reigns for a while now. So I wanted to see him challenge Reigns rather than LA Knight. So hopefully it's Penta. Imagine if it's Penta against Reigns in Mexico City. That crowd is going to
be... I think the crowd's going to be hot.
Yeah, it's going to be,
crowd's going to be
a mad one. Big up to whoever had that.
I can see it being Penta.
I think it should be Penta, really.
Should be Penta. I'd say he's an early favourite.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, it depends how this tournament goes, but I reckon I'd call it early from now. The final could be Penta against El Grande Americano.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
Yeah, and even El Grande Americano, he's popular in AAA.
That's not a bad shout at all.
So, it's an interesting one. It's interesting. But I think it creates intrigue. It adds something different to TV every week as well.
Definitely.
To Raw and SmackDown.
It's one of the best ideas I've had in a long time.
Oh, yeah. I think it's quite out the box idea. So I'm excited to see it. And guys watching this, let us know your thoughts on it. Let us know who you think might end up winning it, who you think will be involved, and how you rate the idea, guys. Again, get involved with our content, comment, share your opinions with us. We'd love to hear from you guys. Even if you've got suggestions for us as well, fire them away. Again, I say we love to hear them. And that's all the time we have now, guys. Thank you for joining us for our review of Raw post SummerSlam. Join us next episode where we will be looking at the career of Brock Lesnar, and we'll be telling you our favorite moments from the career of the Beast Incarnate. Until then, guys, keep liking and subscribing to us on YouTube. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Big up, everyone.
Thank you for watching the Brothers of Destruction podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and look out for our question of the week.